Good morning again. Scott here, known as Cantaloupe to some online, and I'm bringing another video to you on a subject that's interesting to me. It might be of interest to you or someone you know. And I want to talk about celebrity game shows such as America's Got Talent and the earlier American Idol. You maybe have heard of these, and some popular singers and artists have actually springboarded into a career from these shows. But I want to talk about this a little bit. I want to talk about why there's a trade-off. There's an unexpected trade-off when you get your career from a game show. Maybe it's obvious. Maybe it's just putting it that way makes it obvious. But I want to talk a little bit about it. So I have recently, and I'm going to name somebody by name, Karolina Poroshenko. Maybe you've seen her violin playing, her performances, street performances, and other videos. She's sort of a YouTube celebrity, and she's very talented and a young, beautiful woman. She has previously been to America's Got Talent. I think that she was rejected at one point when she was 10 years old. I don't know exactly, but she's considering or being recommended for that show again. They're trying to get her back onto the show. I just want to mention a few things. If she ever even sees this video, or if someone else who has the opportunity sees this video, something to think about is, for example, Kelly Clarkson, a big, famous singer. She's been on the radio. She has albums. She's a legitimate, bona fide, famous person, a very, very talented person who got her career from, I believe, American Idol. I think she won that contest and was springboarded, like I said, into stardom. But now here's the trade-off. Here's the thing I mentioned. It's a democratic process, ideally, to win that kind of thing. But it's, if we're being honest, come on, there's a hand in it, right? There's judges, there's influence, there's people who were pre-selected for the show to begin with. So it's a choice of choices on the best of days. But if we're being really honest, it's just people getting picked for stardom. The whole thing's kind of rigged, and it's a popularity contest. It's not so much about, what potential you have, what actual talent you're bringing to the table. It's, if we're being honest, it's about who knows who. It's about knowing the directors and the producers and being the, first and foremost, the type of person, the image that they're looking for, filling a spot that they have already assigned to you. And they're going to just find someone to fit it. That's how it goes. That's how it goes, unfortunately. And, with all due respect to Kelly Clarkson, I've heard some of her songs. I can't honestly say that I'm a huge fan or that they're super memorable. And she is a beautiful lady and she's a good singer. I just feel like in the past, being cooperative with the establishment is actually the opposite of what becomes popular in the long run. I want to say that again. Being cooperative with the establishment historically in the entertainment business has harmed you. It's supposed to harm you because you're going in the wrong direction. You're just selling out before you even get started at that point, and it becomes unauthentic. It becomes a consumable commercial product right off the bat. There's your problem. There's no artistic integrity. Where is the wisdom of Janis Joplin nowadays? Where is the grit and the edginess of Jimi Hendrix nowadays? Most of the people, most of the artists and musicians who have become wildly popular and famous over the years had nothing to do with the establishment. Quite the opposite. They had some very edgy and real wisdom that they were sharing most of the time that was useful to people to defend themselves. They were empowering people to defend themselves against an abusive authority. But if we're leaning on these shows that are produced by that authority to populate our entertainment business, well, they're not going to pick anybody who's against them, are they? Come on now. They're going to pick someone neutral, someone vanilla, someone who's cooperative, someone who doesn't rock the boat. And I'm sorry, that's not good enough. It's not good enough. So, in conclusion, anybody who's considering trying to get on their feet as a musician, as a singer or songwriter or talented person, by getting onto some game show where somebody's going to vote on your popularity, and you're already selected only if the authority likes you, I guarantee you that you could do better. You could do way better on your own. You could be a Bob Dylan. I don't think Bob Dylan was on that show either. Just saying. Not that everybody has to be Bob Dylan. Not that Bob Dylan's even that great, to be honest, but you know what I mean. Reach out if you like with questions or comments to whitehotrobot@gmail.com. Thank you.